Okay, so I just asked my system which clients are late on payments this month. And for the clients that are late, I want the system to draft the follow-up emails so I can get paid. Let's see what happens. Here are the drafted emails, just the way I would have written them in my voice. And we have 2 clients that are late. Okay, this is happening because this has all my context, which is what we are going to be talking about in this video. But what would have happened if I just paste the same into a ChatGPT or even a Claude that don't know anything about my company? Well, I don't actually have access to your client database. And here is just like a random Bing mail that anybody could have sent. So this is not my voice whatsoever. So basically this was useless. I should have given him a lot more context so he understands who's late. So for example, I would have to given him information about Marcus, when he has to pay, and basically all the information. And this gap that you are seeing in both sides is the exact 3 layers that the piece on the left has and the piece on the right doesn't. And most businesses have 0 installed, which means that they have to repeat themselves over and over to their AI tools for them to actually work how they want them to work. And by the end of this video, you will know which are these 3 layers so you can get the best out of current AI tools. And well, if you don't know me, I'm Daniel, and I build these AI powered systems for service businesses. And let me tell you that what I see in clients is the same problem. They come exactly without the 3 layers that I'm about to show you, and what they get is a generic chatbot that they speak to, but they don't know. But the chatbot doesn't know anything about their business. They forget who you are in every chat, like what your goals are, what your latest clients are. They can't see your numbers, so they don't know how well you are doing financially or not so well, what's working, what's not. Everything is stuck in a chat tab. So unless you prompt it, it will not do anything for you. And they have what I call AI amnesia, which is basically you having the same tool as everybody else, maybe with some memory about you, but that's about it. So every single conversation, you are the one feeding the AI the context it needs in that very session. If you open another session, you will have to start all over again. So I'm going to show you the 3 layers that we always install in all our clients so we can get rid of this AI amnesia. The first one is the context. So this is basically sharing with the AI all the pieces of data that are typically fixed or that they don't change so much. So every time I talk to the system, it can already know what my objectives are, what my pricing is, what my typical clients are, what my marketing efforts are, what my sales funnel is, what my marketing channels are. So here I'm going to drop the list of all the different ones that I have inside of my system. So I have like what my company is, what is my mission, what is my positioning, who my ICP is, who do I serve, their pains, who I turn away, so people that are not qualified, what is my voice, so everything that the system writes is exactly in the way that I talk. What do I sell, my scope, my pricing, my positioning, how do I frame the offer versus the market, what my strategy is, my plan and priorities, my current objectives, bottlenecks and goals, what my funnel is, so how leads convert. In my case, this will be starting on YouTube. What my operations are, like how my business runs day to day, who does what my tool stack is, so the exact tools that I use, so the system can know where to retrieve data from. We will talk about this a little bit more in a while. What the automations are, like everything that is running in the background, because it has access to all my automation tools. What my case studies are, so we can use them in our marketing materials or client proposals. And personally, who I am, my working style, my preferences, and the playbooks, my sales scripts, for example, so we can rate my sales goals against the scripts. So this is what every AI system should start from. So we shouldn't be explaining any of this into any of our sessions, because that should be knowledge that the AI should always have. Because if it doesn't, it is not our AI. You're just using the same ChatGPT that my dad is using. Okay, once we get the context done, what's next? What's next is the data layer. These are the things or the pieces of data that get updated more often. Is the data that is happening right now. So for example, if I ask a system that has all my data connected how did we do on revenue this month versus in a system that we don't have any of that, what is going to happen? Of course, doesn't have access to my financial data. Yeah, send any of the following. Again, give me all the context so I can answer you. I don't want that. That is gonna make me waste a lot of time, okay? And the system that has access to my data already told me what is my collected cash so far. I mean, of course, like full disclosure, this is just a fake data because I'm not going to be sharing financials here. But these are in fact real clients that I had. But yeah, this is fake data. So thanks to this, the system knows exactly the things that we know. The system knows all the conversations that we've had with clients because it has access to my transcripts and to my emails, which are the two ways of communications that I have with clients. It has access to my finances, so he can know which clients pay me or which services are generating the most revenue. It knows if I'm having a good month or a bad month. It knows my website statistics, like how many people are landing on my landing page and how many people are booking calls, so we can see how to improve the website. It can know all my YouTube studies, so it knows which videos are doing well and which videos are not doing so well, so we can modify our YouTube strategy. It can know which newsletters are going well and which newsletters are going not so well, so we can improve our subject lines or our topics. So here's a list of everything that I have connected to my Stripe, to my Notion CRM, to my Fathom for the call recordings, to my Gmail, to my cal.com, so you can see my discovery calls booked, my Google Calendar, my Facebook, so you can see my invoices, my YouTube, my short.io, which is where all my URLs are stored, so we can track the link clicks, to my post hog, which is where I track my website visitor, my CTA clicks, my funnel conversion, to my MailerLite for the newsletter, to my RB2B, so we can know which companies visited my site, to my Apollo for source links, for source leads, to my Mfox for LinkedIn outreach, to my Instantly for cold email campaign performance, to my NRN and model to have all my automation data. So basically to everything that my client has running. So now can you imagine what a system that has all this context about you can already do? Like every new session that you are going to start, it is going to start with access to all of this. So basically this is like having like a CEO or a COO that knows everything about you and your company. But things doesn't stop there. There is an extra layer that is gonna make everything possible, and wait till the end because there is an extra layer on top that it will blow your mind. So what is the next layer? This is probably the most unsexy layer of them all, but it is the one that actually makes everything happen. So all this data have to live somewhere. If we have a team, for example, the idea is that all your team members will have access to it. So also their sessions in their computers can have the same data that you have access to. We're not going to dive very deep into this because probably this is already a little bit too technical, but I wanted to mention it because without this, it is not possible. And now, okay, we have these three layers. We have the infrastructure, we have the data, and we have the context. So what does this unlock and why are we doing all this in the first place? Because yes, it is cool to have one chatbot that has all this information about you, but then think about it, like day to day, you are doing stuff. You are generating proposals. You are, I don't know, changing your website. You are generating marketing copy. You are generating ad creatives. You are doing things. So what all this is going to unlock is you doing those things so much faster. And this is what, for me, the sexiest part starts, which are the agents. These are the ones that do the real work. And for me, we have two types. One, the autonomous agents. These are going to be agents that are going to wake up autonomously and do stuff for you. So for example, I have an agent that takes all my transcripts and puts them in my context layer. So I can always have the most up-to-date information about all my clients and everything that each of us have said. Or we can have what I call prompted agents. I'm not going to add that. So for example, I have just finished a sales call with a client and I have to prepare the proposal for him. So I'm just going to tell the system, create a proposal for James. And this agent, the create proposal agent, already knows the whole workflow of everything that he needs to get done in order to output a proposal. Go to the call transcript, check all my service and offerings, my pricing, how to scope the project, match it with the transcript that we have from the sales call so he can understand what the full scope of the project is, then match it with the pricing, generate a branded proposal because it also has access to my branding, then output it in Google Slides or HTML or whatever I have decided. So this is a workflow and the agent already knows. And the only thing that I have to do is create a proposal. And then for every time that I need to create one of these videos, I can tell my YouTube researcher agent, I want to create this video, please research the topic. And that's it. And he will already know like what's worked in my channel, what didn't work in my channel, what's working in my competitor's channel, what the people commenting in their videos are asking for, so we can gauge what level of interest about this topic there is. And then it will be able to tell me an informed decision whether this is a good topic or whether I need to change the angle in so this video performs better. Okay, so for example, if I have just had a call with this client, the only thing that I will have to do is to invoke my client, and it generates a comprehensive PRD from a sales call transcript and the name of the client. And there we have it. Here is the PRD, where Beacon is today, where it lives, what we put to work, with slides, life in 6 weeks, what that does not include. We are taking as given, who does that, let's go, blah, 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 schedule the kickoff. With actually a link to schedule the kickoff. So I didn't need to prompt any of this because this was built inside of the workflow with my branding and the structure and everything. So basically what we are getting at is with these 3 layers, you will be able to have an AI that runs your business, has access to everything, knows your business deeply, can see your live data in real time, and works inside your real tools. And this is what we are building inside of service businesses right now. So if you want this build inside of your business, take a look at the description in this video, where you will be able to find a link to get to our website, see what we are doing, and then book a call with me. And if we both are a fit, we're going to make this same system work inside of your business and for your team. Well, I hope you liked the video, and as always, hasta la próxima.